So good day everyone. So I am here to continue the reporting of Miss May Patigayan about the political caricature by Alfred Maclay. So the first picture is entitled "What's Going to Be Done About It?" So the picture shows that a sudden and unexpected credit crisis threatens the Negros crop, and planters respond by lobbying General Francis B. Harrison for relief. Fueled by the access to the American sugar market and liberal credit on credit from the newly established Philippine National Bank, the Negros sugar industry grew rapidly during World War I. So, kay sa picture number 1. So, during na time, the Philippine National Bank, which is a government bank, began to collapse. No, they are forced to tighten its operation. Nagprotesta ang mga sugar planters sa Negros nga luwagan do ang paghigpit sa pagpautang. Then, the bank turned to deaf to all appeals kay wala na may money ang ilahang bangko. So, mao to napilitan sila nga ang Philippine National Bank kay ibaligya. Mao to karon dili na government bank ang Philippine National Bank. So next, the Brothers Under the Skin. So Brothers Under the Skin urges Filipinos to end social conflict and deal with each other fairly. So sa Brothers Under the Skin, so kay sa una mong uso kaya mga pobre kay alipusta sa mga dato, mao na nga nag-urge sila og kaning social conflict. So to end social conflict. So next, the picture is entitled "Equal Work, Unequal Salary, Why?" So when Filipinos began winning civil service appointments after 1913, they found themselves facing serious discrimination in both wages and position. Francis B. Harrison, the liberal governor general, read the pro-American hiring policies of the Taft era 1912 and began the Philippinization of the civil service. So ani na time ko no kay So ani na time kay grabe kayo og discrimination ang mga Filipino kay mas kagmay og wages nga kung una-hunaon murag masayon pa man gani ang trabaho sa mga American teacher kaysa sa Filipino teachers. Na ang mga Filipino teachers sad kay i-assign sila sa mga slums area while ang kanang mga remote area. Then ang mga American kay i-assign sila sa elite school cities. So makaana gid nga naaging kaning discrimination when it comes to their work and their salary. Next, the American worker and Filipino worker. So motto refers not to tenfold difference in Filipino and American manual wages within the colony, but to more fundamental inequality, the difference in wages and working conditions between the two countries. So kaning for example anis kaning nas TV naa sa screen. So inyo makita diha nga naay American worker nga nagpush og box while ang Filipino is nag-alsa og socks. So dinha luoy kay ang mga Filipino kay bisan pa man ganig ila kay grabe kay ilang trabaho. Piso ra gid ang ilang sweldo diha. While ang American nga magamit og mga machines kay ang ilaha kay 10 times nga mas labang kaysa sa Filipino. So maalagi to sa katong time kay maon guro ng ila ng gihimo na ni Alfred Maclay kay to spread for us to know nga ug unsa ka unequal ang patakaran pagka sa una. Next, kay in 1926, the future in Mindanao became one of the key issues in the Philippine-American relations. American imperialists exploited the tensions to advocate partition of the Philippines and a permanent American protector for Mindanao. So, ang mga American imperialists take advantage sila on the tensions that are happening sa Mindanao para ang Pilipinas gani is magkawatak-watak o magkabuwag na. Dayon, isink in na nila sa mga taga Mindanao nga silang Americans kay mao'y protector sa Mindanao para lang yun magkabuwag-buwag. So, next. So, relevance and contribution. So, nationalism and patriotism is also an eye-opener, and it helps us discover our roots. So, in the Philippines, the presence of political cartoons has been seen as early as the publication of Kalayaan and La Solidaridad. And so, Nepomosino 2012 claimed that commentaries in newspapers are valid historical instruments given that these works are corroborated by seeking opinions of the views of people. And accounts pointed that the Philippine press had a love-hate relationship with political cartoons, as only in 1985 has there been a published books on Philippine cartoons. The Book of Makay and Roses was the first to legitimate cartoons as a source of Filipino thoughts and views. The book reflected cartoons as sources to cartoon themes, the anti-American sentiments, and the condemnation of the ruling class. So next, since people's sensitivities are captured immediately through images, the popularity of cartoons has risen through the years. Political caricature serves as primers for engaging in the prevailing options of time. One positive effect of Philippine cartoon is that it becomes the representation of current conditions of our country. It let us see the problem during that time. Through the use of political cartoons, people get to visualize politics and appreciate the representations which are within worldviews. It also clarifies historical informations, represents the feelings of the people, and is the way to discuss political and social issues using people, and it is using art. So, editorial cartoons play an important role in understanding the Filipino sentiments concerning the transition of governance from Spain to Americans. Pressing issues are clearly illustrated in the caricature of characters and satirized situations in the Philippine society during American era. Indeed, the artist's works are relevant in the study of Philippine history. Artists' free expression of thoughts through caricature somehow influenced the Filipinos at that particular period. So, that would be all for my reporting. Thank you.